Allow me to tell you a tale passed on for years. I first heard it when I was younger, and now I shall pass it on to you. This is a tale of mystery, suspense, and adventure. This is the Monk Story. Once upon a time, a man was going on a business trip. It was a distance away, and he was nearing the end of his trip.
Hey, dude.
Hey, Bob.
So, about that stock market report, you got it ready?
I'll get him on your desk as soon as I get into the office.
Thanks, man.
The man left to find help. Finally, the man stumbled upon what appeared to be a monastery. He hoped the monks could help him.
Oh, hey, can I help you?
You see, my car broke down on a nearby road.
Trust me, this happens more often than you think. We monks actually built this monastery with this in mind, so we have a room for travelers. Tell you what, give us your keys to your car. We'll have it fixed by the morning. You can stay the night here.
Thank you.
Come on, follow me.
The man slept peacefully that night. However, in the early hours of the morning, he awoke to something. It was a sound. It was the most beautiful sound he had ever heard. Never before had he heard a sound so wonderful, so majestic, so powerful, and so soothing. But as soon as the sound began, it stopped. The man couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. He knew he just had to find the source of that sound.
Your car's ready for you. I hope you slept well.
Yes, thank you. And I did sleep well. But there is one thing.
Yeah?
When I was sleeping, I heard this sound.
Yes?
And I want to know what made the sound.
The man was on the edge of his metaphorical seat. He wanted to know what that sound was. But the monk replied, "I'm sorry, I can't tell you what it is, because you're not a monk."
I understand.
The man was at first forlorn, but as he drove into town, his memories of the sound were replaced with business mergers, stock market prices, and balancing his ledgers. 3 years passed. The man had all but forgotten the sound. He had gotten a promotion, a new car, a new suit, and renovated his house. But then one day, he went on a business trip.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, boss.
Got the report ready?
Oh, yeah, I'll have it for you as soon as you get to the office.
The man remembered the monastery from his previous visit.
Ah, hi. Welcome back, friend.
You remember me?
Of course I remember you. I'm a monk. I remember everything. So what brings you here?
Well, my car broke down on the same road.
Don't worry about it. You can stay in the same room as last time. We'll have your car fixed in the morning.
Thank you again.
By returning to the monastery, a memory deep in the man's mind had been awakened. The sound. He lay awake all night, waiting for it. Finally, he heard it. It was everything he had remembered, and so much more. He knew now, more than ever, that he had to find out what was making that sound.
Your car's ready for you. Hope you enjoyed your stay.
Yes, I did. But I heard that sound again. I want to know what made it.
The monk once again replied, "I'm sorry, but I can't tell you what it is, because you're not a monk."
Then tell me what I need to do to become a monk.
To become a monk, you will have to complete a task. You must travel the globe, counting every blade of grass and every piece of sand. Do that, and you can become a monk.
I've done it.
Then you're ready to become a monk.
You are now a monk.
So now, the sound.
Yes, the sound. The man had been waiting for years for just this moment. He had gone through a decade of training, adventuring, counting, and yearning, all for this moment. The man was going to find out what was making that sound. What the man saw was beyond his wildest dreams. It was an object that could only match this sound. It was a marvelous object for a marvelous sound. But I can't tell you what it is, because you're not a monk.